Hi Cancer, my name is Gregory Scott. I'm an astrologer, tarot reader and numerologist here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. This is a monthly horoscope. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to see what the planets are doing in your chart in the month of August, and I'm going to see what kind of influence they're going to have on you and how you can use that information to make the most of the good stuff and avoid some of the negatives. So Cancer, for you guys, the first thing, and this is kind of important for everyone, we've got Venus, the planet of love and beauty and creativity and abundance and nature. That planet is in retrograde at the moment. It's in retrograde from the 22nd of July until the 3rd of September this year. So when Venus goes retrograde, the rule of thumb is be careful around new romantic relationships, be a little bit cautious when it comes to launching a new business, planning the wedding or having the wedding date during that time, because Venus is the planet of love. When it's in retrograde, it can stifle your perception a little bit. It can, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. The eye can have a little bit of a cataract or something like that. It becomes difficult to see what I really love and what I don't, right? So that planet, that personal planet, Venus, that is in your second house of money and belongings and work and investments, and it's at 26 degrees in Leo. So this month, especially at the beginning here, you may have a strong desire to launch a new business or to invest somewhere or to get a business partnership going. And especially at the beginning of the month, because we have, on the 1st of August, we have a full moon in Aquarius, and that happens in your 8th house of institutions and a connection with other people. So, So, if you're having a lot of ideas around, this is a great business idea and this could help a lot of people, plus Venus in Leo is giving you all this confidence and saying, okay, of course, make a financial investment and get this off its feet so we can make a go of this. That kind of motivation and drive is really hard to resist. And what I'm saying here is, it's not the best time to start a new business or a relationship. That rule of thumb via Venus, it applies here. And you're one of the signs that is going to be most affected by it, because you're going to have an influx of amazing ideas that you get super excited about and that you want to do something with. Now, Black Moon Lilith, which I interpret often as kind of your shadow self playing a part in this, you're transiting midheaven, which is your work, and the transiting sun, they're all in Leo in your second house of work as well. So it's possibly even going to seem like, oh my God, this opportunity that is, across my table today, if I don't seize this opportunity now, then I'm going to be out of pocket and it will be a huge regret in future. I need to strike while the iron is hot. If you hear yourself thinking that or saying that, then really pay attention, because I would say that's a big red flag that you're about to gallop off in the wrong direction. If anything, I would look at and kind of apply these great new ideas to making things better for the people in your existing work or the things that you have going on financially. How can I perfect those instead of running off to do something completely new and different? So Venus does go direct on the 3rd of September, so things start to calm down, and it goes into Virgo in your 3rd house of communication. So I would say that September, in fact, is a wonderful month where you can analyze and make sense of things and get organized and do your taxes and all the officialdom and bureaucracy. And I'm saying that August is the opposite of that. It's not the time to kind of engage with those things. So if that's off the table, then what's a better idea? Leo is the height of summer, because astrology is based on the northern hemisphere, right? It's in your second house of what's practical and money and all these physical belongings. So making the most of your health and enjoying your health and travel and experiencing new locations and even being somewhat frivolous, using your disposable income to spend time with people you love and to enjoy yourself. Like someone just said in the comments, like the perfect thing to do after exams. It's that kind of thing. It's celebration of something serious that's been done, and now we're celebrating and we're not engaging in things which are overly serious or super formal. So you do have Mercury, the communication planet. That's in Virgo, a sign that it rules. So Mercury is really pleased in that placement. That's in your 3rd house of communication and assessment. And then Mars, the planet of drive, is also in Virgo, in your third house of communication, the way you think, the way you come across. And that's a double-edged sword because, again, you're going to be good at analysis and you're going to say, okay, well, I understand everything. There's absolutely no risk here. Of course I'm going to start the business, or of course I'm going to launch this new venture. It gives you a false sense of security and confidence. And then Mars is going to say, well, don't wait. Do this immediately. Don't procrastinate and let other people snap this opportunity away from you. So again, the key thing to watch out for is this pushy sense of urgency, which is kind of encouraging you to commit to something long term. And that's what I'm saying, please, if you can, hold off on that. Yeah. You're able to use Mercury and Mars to be critical of your own communication in the past. So if you are a writer or a performer or an artist or something, it's about putting the finishing touches on your work, or editing it for the final time and perfecting the communication as such. Okay, on the 16th of August, we have a new moon in Leo, and that happens in your second house of money as well. So the good news, Cancer, is I really don't think you're going to be lacking in energy and drive and motivation. Physically, I think you'll feel strong and healthy. You'll have lots of ideas around what you can explore and experience. I think you're also very capable. So for you guys specifically, I would say whether you're in the northern hemisphere and it's summer or you're in the southern hemisphere and it's winter, I don't think it matters. I think for you guys, this time of year is the time to go on a holiday if you can, to enjoy your loved ones, to enjoy the fruits of your labor, basically, without engaging in too much seriousness. On the 23rd of August, Mercury, the communication planet, goes retrograde in your third house of communication. So that makes it really likely that you get the wrong end of the stick. Again, with formal communications, contracts, if you're going for a job interview and you think that you're absolutely going to nail it, and then you don't for some inexplicable reason, it's because Mercury, the communication planet in retrograde, has added weight for you guys in your third house of communication, so that if an email doesn't get delivered, or if the estate agents, can get the wrong end of the stick, it's likely that they will. So at the end of the month, and Mercury is in retrograde until the 15th of September, double check anything that you're signing, any deals that are being offered, really make sure that you read the fine print, all of those kind of things. On the 28th of August, we've got Uranus, the planet of the miraculous and the unexpected. That goes retrograde until the 26th of January 2024. And that happens in your 11th house of hopes and dreams and connections with others, friendships, the public. Jupiter, the lucky planet, is next to it, also in Taurus. So that's interesting because when it comes to your friendships and your family relationships and the relationships you have with people you care about on an everyday level, those are very unlikely to become complicated or challenging. I really don't see a lot of turmoil when it comes to your personal relationships. So again, making the most of that by spending time off, if you can take the time off, and enjoying other people's company, regardless of what they do for work or what they can offer you or anything with strings attached. So that's kind of interesting. So your physical health is super supported. You may be overly confident and not getting the right information. So it's really about putting yourself in situations then where those kind of things don't matter as much. If you catch my meaning around that. Finally, at the end of the month, on the 30th, we have a full moon in Pisces, and it's the second full moon in August. So it's known as a blue moon. It happens very rarely. And this is the biggest full moon that we're going to see in 2023. It's a supermoon, so it's closer to the Earth than it usually is. So the influence of this full moon is going to be more significant. You'll feel this even more. And it is a full moon in Pisces. It happens in your 9th house next to Saturn and Neptune. So it may be about what am I going to do in future, or how am I going to change things up in future. So if there are big changes that you have on your to-do list or that you're considering, I would suggest that if you possibly can wait, make August a time to kind of perfect the plans and to give them the once over to make sure that they're all in place, but then really launch into action later on in September moving forward, and kind of keep August very light and informal and have as much fun as possible. Yeah, and make the most of having all this good energy and physical health and friendships and lack of drama in your friendships. So with that said, Venus is in retrograde until the 3rd of September, right? The thing to watch out for with the Venus retrograde is getting into new relationships or new businesses. So again, be open and enjoy people, but keep it very informal and don't let yourself commit to anything that you're not 100% sure about. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I get for you in August. I hope you have a wonderful month. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. And if you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up, please. Hit subscribe and share the video online. Have a fabulous August, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best.